tough decision early on. Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Yet no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Yeah, you talked about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of no one. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available.
My offense is getting stacked.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you list 2 words here? Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
I'm a human now, but I used to be your raindrop, word out.
I don't care, I need you.
I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I landed a curve. I got my curves. Thank you. Feel like I was touching.
And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Yeah, I needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter you should respect. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. Press sometime the pressure keep pressing. Worst case my pressure and presence. So where to relate? I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage and laugh about what just happened. Rappers get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting dappy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw.
Again, it's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Elvis Dumerville, the former Bronco, from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Derrick Henry, a 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. On 4th down, Luck. And this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Alan Bailey in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Alan Branch. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Luck on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2.
Let's do this.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. 3rd and long, it's Luck. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson.
Ooh, guys, let's do this.
Shot at the 40-yard line. And here comes Redskins now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. It's a He's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
Guys, sorry for that.
Because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And Gresham's got it over the middle. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first two remaining here before we get to halftime.
So guys, I'm going to be like,
this is third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to be ending it here, but